I was able to buy a ton of cards at my local card show. Let me show you guys everything that I picked up. So first things first, I will get started with some guy decided to rip a Topps Chrome Hobby Box, and I basically decided to buy everything that was inside. As you got, I'll scan through it, but there's nothing really in here, just a bunch of cheap stuff. I think there was some numbered stuff, but you guys see the idea, it's just rookies. Just a lot of random stuff in here. There was probably some color, but just refractors and stuff like that. I think I took one of the cards out, but I just bought that just for fun. I don't know, just thought it was cool there. And then I got a good chunk of stuff here, so we'll get started on this stack here. I'll kind of tell you guys prices as we went. Milk Neighbors got this in the big bulk lot. This was about 50 cents there, so no brainer there. Jahan Dotson, Panini, 1 on-card auto. Jahan Dotson, you never know what he's going to do with the Eagles. Super clean on-card auto. Could be a decent card in the future. Another cheap one, Romeo Odunze. That was at 50 cents there too. Sam Howell, numbered at 3. This could be a very sneaky card. Sam Howell's back in Seattle. There's only 3 of this, so if he's a big game, this could be a $50 card. You never know. It's going to be weird. The only comp is 15 bucks, but this could be a really interesting play. And I think $15 is very low for an out of 3 Sam Howell, so this could be a really good play there. Got some other cheap cards here. Got Stargazing Xavier Worthy, that was 50 cents. Jameer Burton, that was probably around the 75 cents range. Then some more cheap Prism stuff. Troy Franklin Orange Disco, that was about 75 cents. And the Emergent Marvin Harrison Jr. These cards are very cheap, but it's still cool to get like a top wide receivers rookie card. Decent player there. Some nice silvers there. This one I thought was a pretty good pickup here. It's a Justin Herbert 2020 Phoenix Rising Orange, numbered out of 99. So comps were about 90 to 100, and I paid 70. So that is a little less than 70%. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think I could probably sell it for 85 bucks, 80 bucks. So I think that was pretty cool just to get a numbered Herbert rookie. Thought that was a nice purchase there. We go in here, grab some cards from the stack. We got this nice on campus of Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson was playing really well, and this is a super short print. I think I paid 15 bucks on this, so I think a super short print of a pretty good center in NBA. Unfortunately, he is injured, but I still think on campus are really good looking cards and give you the downtown type of feel. I also got this Kyle Hamilton select tie-dye number out of 25. I paid 40 bucks. Sales were 40, 60. I was happy to pay the low comp. He's one of the best defensive players out of 25. Felt like a no-brainer there. This was a really nice value box find here. It's a Jakobi Meyers Prism Gold, numbered out of 10. Jakobi Meyers had a really solid season with the Raiders last year. I paid 5 bucks. I think I could probably get 20 or 30 bucks on it. So I think a true gold, like, it's super desirable. Like, no-name players do like 5, but Jakobi Meyers is still a pretty solid player there. Got some cheap stuff here. Got Jaden Daniels Mosaic. I paid 15 there. Felt like a pretty solid price. Jaden Daniels, color rookie, you can't really go wrong there. Nice Lad McConkey. This was 5 bucks there. True silver rookie. Maybe gradable. If it's gradable, it can become a $60 card. So I think just margins there. If I bought it for 5, I could sell it for 10.5, or I could just 3x my money by grading it. So I'll take a look there. Just thought it was a nice one there. True silvers are very desirable. Got a couple more here. Just a cheap Curry that's not a short print or anything. A cheap Wemby. This surprisingly does as much as I thought. I thought it only did 15, but it does 25. I paid 15, so pretty happy with that. Just any Wemby color, I'll take all day. This one I think could actually be a very strategic buy right here. It's a Zenith Kenny Pickett. So Kenny Pickett just got traded to the Browns. He may be their starting quarterback. If he is their starting quarterback, this could probably spike to 40 bucks. I only paid 12, so I think a Kenny Pickett RPA at $2.99. I think I'll take my chances there. Can't really go wrong there. And a cheap Darius Leonard, that was like $3 there. Keeping it going with the stack here. Got some cheap stuff that I just thought was just a Trey Benson rookie gear, pink pulsar. Paid 10 bucks on this. Jalen Hurts does about 15. Really solid with that purchase. Jalen Hurts, really solid player right now. Just won a Super Bowl. It's a nice one there. Got the nice Drake May NFL debut. Paid 5 on that. Take any Drake May color. Can't really go wrong. He's going to be starting quarterback next year, so I think he's going to have some hype, so that could be a good one coming into next season. Jonathan Mingo. This one I think I paid like 6 or 7 bucks. It's a zebra. It's a short print. He's still a wide receiver. He's probably going to be a starting job on the Cowboys. The Cowboys need a lot of help, so I don't know if he'll do a whole lot, but it's still a zebra at the end of the day. Got some more cheap value stuff here. Looks like just a cheap number at $2.25. That was like $1. He's got more cheap stuff. Troy Franklin, it was like 75 cents. This was like 75 cents. Max Milton, it's not even numbered. That was like 50 cents. This Brian Robinson Jr., it's not 25. Got it from some guy walking up. It was, I think I'm probably into this for like 5, maybe 10. So probably into this for like $5. And this Tyreek Hill numbered out of 199 into for like about $5. To come with a mag, you can't really go wrong with select color there. Keeping it going here with some more pickups. We got the Jahan Dotson Optic Pink Velocity numbered out of 50 and the out of 65. The guy I bought from PT Jahan Dotson. So you guys see a lot in this video. There will be a ton of Jahan Dotson. I bought it from this one guy who PCs him, but he got traded to the Eagles, so he doesn't really care for him anymore. But this is really nice stuff, just out of 50s, out of 65s. He's still not that bad of a wide receiver. He's not the best, but I think they're still cool looking cards. And at the end of the day, it's still a solid card there. Moving it on, this one I think could be a sneaky buy here. It's Spencer Rattler. It's not 215. It's like $10. I think I paid like 7. So I think Spencer Rattler, he has hype going into the season. I could either flip it. He might get a starting job. I think he just has a lot of hype. As still a young rookie quarterback there. And a nice cheap Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels for some rookies are like doing $10 now, so I'm able to snag them for $7. At $7 a day, I'll snag a Jaden Daniels Prism rookie all day. This one I thought was a really good purchase. I really like buying Leaf just because of how good of a value it is. Say Puka Nacua numbered out of 4. I believe I paid $40 on this card. Felt like a really good price. Puka Nacua, really top tier NFL player. Leaf did, I think they did a pretty good job. You can tell it's not licensed, but I think they did a pretty solid job. Still a rookie out of Puka Nacua. Just a clean, sharp looking card there. So really happy for that at $40. I think unlicensed just gives you so much of a better value. Keeping it rolling, we got some more cheap value cards here. The Topps Chrome numbered at 25. That was from that box I talked about earlier that I ripped. And then these were also from a box. It was a Caleb Williams Future Stars rookie, Jaden Daniels Topps Chrome rookie, Caleb Williams Topps Chrome rookie. This is not bad at all. It's a Malik Neighbors rookie numbered at 99. It's still unlicensed, but I think it's still good value. A couple of cheap ones here. Junior Colson numbered at 399 and a Bo Nix Topps Chrome rookie. This next one is very interesting here. The comps are all over the place. The raw does like $80, but the PSA 10, PSA 9 does over 300. So basically all the Jaren Jackson Jr. Prism rookies are getting show bid on eBay. So I paid strong. did a 90 trade on it. It's 10 above the last sale, but there's so many $300 sales. I'll figure it out. It's a rookie Jaren Jackson Jr. I might have paid a little strong, but I still think that with $300 sales, it might help this card's value. 2 more cheap cards. These Jaden Daniels were about $15 each. They do about 20. The NFL debut pink and the NFL pink silver. So Jaden Daniels color, I'll take it. Still, I think still pretty desirable there. Keeping it going here, you're gonna see a bunch of cheap cards. All these cards in the stack you're about to see, I paid all about 50 cents. Xavier Worthy is probably not worth a whole lot anymore. I kind of forgot that he might not be playing anymore. Brock Bowers, it's not bad at all. Deebo Samuel, Laser, Means, these were all 50 cents. I mean, I paid strong on some of these. Kareem Hunt, it's not bad. Tyreek Hill rookie, that's probably worth something at 50 cents. I think that's probably like a $5, $6, $7 card. Some cheap rookies here. That one is not numbered. That's not bad at all. Mark Andrews patch number 9 for 50 cents. Great one there. It was just like a butt walk lot there. Joe Milton, that's probably like a couple bucks. I'm gonna Spencer Rattler. This guy I didn't look at it too closely, but at 50 cents, it made enough sense for me to just bite the bullet and take my risk. And even though it was not much of a risk, 2 more Joe Milton rookies there. A couple Michael Penix. All very popular names striking out. Stack over here also will have some of that stuff. Spencer Rattler rookie, another Spencer Rattler. Cooper DeJean, that's not bad at all. Another Cooper DeJean, Marvin Harrison Jr. And then this is probably not bad. SSP, red, white, and blue. Looks like we got a rookie auto of Brandon Fisk. Never heard of him. Chris Olave rookie. Terry Bradshaw. This stuff actually might be decent. Looks like these lot I all paid 50 cents. I didn't really analyze it, but looks like we got some old school Terry Bradshaws, and these are from, looks like right there, 1963 Topps. So these might be worth something. It's kind of cool. Terry Bradshaw, like that's kind of cool to get some pretty old cards there. Franco Harris. Got some Dick Butkus. What else do we got here? Some other cheap Joe Montana. Did not analyze this whatsoever. Looks like there is some cheap baseball in here. Derek Jeter rookie. So this could actually be a decent lot here. But at 50 cents, that felt like a no-brainer a lot. Coming up next, we've got a Jahan Dotson Harsh Marks, numbered out of, not numbered, just a cheap Jahan Dotson rookie there. Got a nice Derek Carr numbered out of 5. So this Derek Carr, I believe, I was only paid like $10, so felt pretty cheap. You never know what it's going to do. Got some more Jahan Dotson. This guy really PC'd him. It was the Red Wave, about a 1 out of 35. That's pretty good. The True Silver, not numbered, and the Jahan Dotson pink numbered out of 10. Super solid lot there. As you guys will see, there'll be a lot more Jahan Dotson. So Jahan Dotson starts playing well, I will do very well. Got another Jahan Dotson. This Jahan Dotson just clearly PSA 10 auto. We got the Brian Robinson Jr. number at 96 Blue Sparkle. I don't know how much I paid. I think it's like a $50 card there. Tank Dell Mosaic, that was like $5. Pretty cheap there. Just cheap slabs. These Will Levises are like $5 now. They're kind of, I'm just picking up as many cheap slabs as possible. You never know what to do. The Will Levis Optic Purple, Anthony Richardson. A lot of stuff really went downhill, but means there's huge upside here. This one, I wasn't sure if it's a case hit or not. I think it might not, but it's Virtuous Obsidian rookie. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a case hit, but I have no clue. Didn't really comp it that much. Chase Young, Reactive Blue, another Jahan Dotson on the variation No Huddle. Jahan Dotson might do something. This guy was a Commander's PC. Sam Howell. This one's pretty good. A Brian Robinson Select Zebra. That made sense. And then a Monterey St. Brown Donruss Elite out of 25. Last but not least in the lot was this Kyler Murray Select Snapshot Silver. So nice lot there. And let me show you guys the final stack right here. This one, at first, I thought it was Bucky Irving, but Jalen McMillan, still a decent player there. And then this was 50 cents again. That wasn't 50 cents. This one was like $2. So out of 100, Brian Thomas Jr., that makes a lot of sense. Another Brian Thomas Jr. out of 100 for like $2. That was an absolute steal. Jalen McMillan, rookie auto, that was like $5-10. Brian Robinson Jr., this was like $10. Some more cheap stuff. The stuff was about 50 cents each. Nothing crazy, numbered at 125. Ladd McConkey, rookie, Patrick Mahomes, Green, Xavier Worthy, Brock Bowers, Brian Robinson, Brian Thomas. Some other cheap stuff here. Just more cheap slabs. Looks like we've got a Mark Andrews. That was like $5, so out of 25 makes sense. That was like $5 too. Sam Howell grading's way more than that. Running through it some cheap Malik Neighbors, Ricky Pearsall, Ray Davis, Ladd McConkey, Brian Thomas. Those were all about 50 cents each. Josh Junk out of 150. Josh Junk. I don't do a whole lot of baseball, but I know who he is. More cards here. These are all 50 cents here. I'll speed through this stuff. Just cheap baseball inserts. I just grabbed them, hoping they're decent. Some cheap silvers here. Jaden rookie again. No brainer there. Kate Oaten, that was like $2. Brian Murphy, Ladd McConkey. Just a bunch of cheap retro series. These do pretty decent here. Cole Kmet, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams. Some other cheap stuff. Right here, these are pretty solid cards here. These were like $5-10 each. Jackson Smith and Jigba is numbered out of 149. So a lot of really solid value stuff there. A nice color match there. I think for the right collector, this could be a nice piece. Flying through it, some more retro series. Brian Thomas, Jaden Daniels. Just some cheap players here. Roman Wilson, that was like 50 cents. That was like 50 cents. Marshawn Lloyd. Marvin Harrison Jr. Bucky Irving. Some cheap Bucky Irving. Some easy to move value stuff. And last but not least, Jalen McMillan patch there. That's everything I picked up. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell for notifications. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care.